welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. So today we're going to talk about how to grow your booty in 2 weeks. Shout out to Black Gemini 84 for asking me to make videos that are targeting specific areas. So here you go, girl, all for you. And make sure you guys thumbs this video up and subscribe to the channel as well. There are a couple of things that I know will definitely help, and there are a couple of things that I think just aren't as important. But before we get into that, make sure you guys thumbs this video up and share this video with anyone who you know is trying to get bigger glutes. Let me tell y'all, this bike is your best friend. So I've been riding the bike probably for about a month now, and I've been tracking my whole journey. So make sure you guys check out the other videos. But something that I did on this last bike ride, I unlocked the key to greatness. So what I did was I tilted my pelvis forward a bit, and I also made sure that my feet were my knees weren't too close to my chest. So the height of the seat hit me right about my waistline, like right above my hips, so that I was able to elongate my legs, and I leaned forward now. When I was leaning my body forward, I was feeling it all inside my quads. I myself tend to be a bit quad dominant. I don't have any issues growing these things. These quads are out of control. But by sitting back, when I was standing up to ride the bike, I wound up putting the weight on my glutes, and I felt it for 3 days, y'all. That was the first time I had ever felt it. So one of the main things for me to grow my glutes is I had to stop running. And when I say running, that doesn't mean all running. That means running at 0 incline or incline of 1. It's not going to do anything. Actually, anything less than an incline of 4 or 5 is actually doing me more harm than good, because what I found is with me working out as much as I do and going as hard as I do, I wind up burning my muscle mass. So I was losing calories, but my calories were coming from me burning up my muscle, and that's what you don't want to do. So I definitely have to run at an incline. The least incline I'm willing to do any type of sprint work on is probably an incline of 9. Anything less than that, I'm walking, and I'm power walking. So power walking is the key. Ramp the speed up and keep my incline at a relatively decent spot. I'll say between 6 and 8. I drop down because I do interval training, but I keep it average about 6 to 8. And then when I do my all outs, meaning I just give everything that I have left in the tank, I am running on an incline of anywhere from 10 to 12. And my speed can be from 4 to 7 depending on how much energy I have left over. You see me on the bike, you see me on the rower, you see me doing jump squats, and now I'm on the floor. And yeah, Rodney just looks at me because I just be doing what I want to do. But if you look right here, you see my muscle. When I put my feet in, you can see my muscle flex. That's the key to doing the quote-unquote girly push-ups. You can do the traditional push-ups, but if you're going to do the girly push-ups, make sure you pull your feet in and you pull your legs in and you have your feet flat. You don't want to have your toes pointed up in the air. Flex that muscle and then lift and lower your body. I also have been loving putting the weights in the back of my leg and then lifting my leg up in a donkey kick motion. So for this, you definitely want to be on your elbows, not up on your hands, because that puts a lot of strain on your back. But if you just go down on your elbows and then you flatten your foot, which of course my form is not always so great, because I'm gonna just be real with y'all, sometimes I'm just tired, but right there, that's a really good form. I just lift my foot up. I don't have to hyperextend it to where it's hurting or anything like that. I just go as high as I can. And not only does that work the booty, it also tightens that back. And if you just pulse it out at the end, like do 10 to 12, 15, whatever feels good to you, then after doing your lifts, go ahead and pulse it out for however many reps you did. And then 3 sets on each side is what I do. I have found that just doing squats and stuff like that is not going to grow my butt, especially if it's not like the ass to grass type of squats. I can't do squats where my legs are parallel because that's just going to grow my quads and my hamstrings because I have no issue in that area. But I don't want huge hamstrings with like a pancake butt. So by putting the weights and going in like the hydrant motion or doing the kickbacks, I wind up tightening my hamstrings and growing my booty, and adding weight is what does it. To just do a million squats is not going to do much for me. I mean, it'll tighten things up, but it's not going to grow my body parts. So if you want to grow, you probably need to use weights. Weights will help you grow that resistance. So since I don't have the traditional machines that I could use, just putting a dumbbell in the crease of my legs has been working really good for me. Few things I want to address. I've heard a lot of people saying like you have to increase your intake, your calories if you want to grow muscles. But here's the thing. If you're somebody like me who has a high body fat percentage and you have weight to lose, you do not need to increase your food. As a matter of fact, you need to be working in a deficit, but you don't need to be starving yourself, because if you starve yourself, then your muscles absolutely do not grow. But yeah, if you're at a healthy weight already, then you may need to increase your protein and stuff like that. But that's not, that's not my ministry. That's not what we're doing over here. I have weight to lose, so I really don't have to add calories in order to grow muscle. I just have to do exercises that burn fat and stay away from things like running flat on the treadmill to keep the muscle that I already have and to better shape my body the way that I want to.